past generations. It could be your father's family, it could be your mother's family, down the generational line. Yeah. So people who've been here before you. Past lives is another concept whereby we might have had another existence. I mean, not everyone believes in it, but it's where we may have a different existence and it's not in this lifetime, but it's not generational either. Yeah, so it's not down the past generations, it's a sense of us being in a different lifetime. All right, so there's both concepts. And to use this approach, you do not need to believe in either concept. You could see it as being a very metaphorical way of working, a metaphor way of working. All right, and very powerful it can be. So hopefully that answers your question. I will spotlight Renate just to give you another kind of demonstration to show when we go, hopefully we go down to kind of a different period of time, because I want to give you the full scope of the approach. Yeah. And Renate, I think you're getting tired, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. I had a cat that woke me up at 5 o'clock, so
Oh no, oh no.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So where am I going to go with this? We'll look at part one. You know, if you look at that diagram, if I pull a diagram up for everyone for a moment just to share, I think I can share from here. Yeah. All right. If I pull this diagram up. Mhm. All right. And if everyone looks at that, what you will see is part one is preparing the client and setting up the assessment for working with this problem. All right. So I'm going to do that piece right now. Now, Renate, um, we've already had this discussion. You do believe in kind of past lives and generational stuff. Is it okay if I use an approach that works with that concept?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. I don't need to do
Mm,
any more than that simply because
mm,
she's already there with it. Yeah. So
mm,
we've opened the mind to it. Yeah. All right. And the reason why you need to do that, you never spring a technique on a client out of nowhere because otherwise they get defensive because they don't feel in control.
mm,
You
mm.
make them feel in control. Yeah. So that, you know, by my asking that, I brought it in. She's saying, yeah, I'm totally okay with that. She's feeling in control. Yeah. All right. So it feels safe to work with me. All right.
Mm.
Then we set up the problem. So we're at the next piece of that part one. So just give me a little overview of the problem that you have, Renate. Mhm.
Yeah, I have a feeling that I have been choked to death. Yeah, I don't like to have any of the people that I love to touch my neck or to uh, be around my neck with their hands, because then I want to get them away because I feel that I don't have the control and that they can choke me. Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if I
And also have a
sum
problem with high sweaters with high neck. Yeah, Yeah. So then I also feel choked. Yeah.
up. Yeah, I think I'm familiar with this problem that you've mentioned before. Yeah. All
Mm.
right. And so what we're looking at is if we were to test this, the ways that you can test this problem is if you were able to wear a high neck sweater
Yeah. Or
and be
my
comfortable.
husband. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
my husband can touch my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, uh, and you just did this right now. Does this trigger the feeling or not?
No, because I feel I have control.
All right.
Yeah.
So it has to be someone else who
Mm.
touches, yeah. And
Yeah.
as you say, if it was your husband, that would be a test because currently he can't, because currently
Yeah.
that triggers you. Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So
Absolutely.
we have one way of testing, yeah. So
Mm.
how do you know you've got this problem right now? Can you get the problem right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I can. Mm.
And where are you feeling that in your body, this problem right now?
Here, when I think about it, I want to open this sweater.
All
Yeah.
right. So there's a
Yeah.
feeling of wanting to open the sweater. Mhm.
Yeah. And that I need more space. Yeah. I need more air around my neck.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that you've
Mm.
got that feelings, that sensation. And what physical sensation do you feel in your neck? Any sensation there?
Yeah, a little bit trouble with breathing and feeling choked, actually. When I think about it, I want to get
Yeah.
get this one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to open it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And on a
Yeah.
scale from 0 to 10, how intense is that feeling when you think about that right now?
Maybe 8. Yeah.
8, yeah. All right.
Mm.
So we have, I mean, I could spend more time setting that up, but we certainly have some ways now of getting feedback. We have a
Mm.
way of getting feedback in the external world, which would be with your husband, and you could do that. You could do that test because you would be in control of it, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
What we are saying is you could ask him, all right, be careful, but just do this.
Yeah.
Get a little bit closer. So do it in a
Yeah.
way that feels safe for you
Yeah.
testing. Yeah. All right.
Mm.
So that
Mm.
could be done, but outside of here. But equally, are able to get this feeling right now, and it's
Yeah.
an 8 intensity. So we've now completed part one. All right. If I pull
Mm.
up the overview of the approach and again share. Now what I'm going to do is this piece, part two, the intervention, which is identify the event you need to work on to clear the problem, identify who we need to work on, and then begin to clear emotional and belief layers of the problem. All right. So what I then do is we know what problem we're working on. So what I'm going to ask you, I'm getting you to tap, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna in a moment's time. So it's a standard sentence, or kind of little phrase I say to you. So really, for everyone out there, this is what you directly ask. Yeah, set up in a certain way. In a moment's time, I'm going to ask you some questions to identify the key event. Yeah,
Yeah.
the deepest root cause of this problem. That when you release it, will create a profound and wonderful change and allow you to be free of this problem. All right. I want you to go with the first thought that pops into your mind. Mhm. All right.
Mm.
What's your sense of that? If you were to guess when this event, the key event occurred, was it in this lifetime or before this lifetime? Which of them was it?
Before.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
And I want you to imagine, so we've done the first, we've identified the problem, yeah. We've asked the question, so it's before. I want you to imagine there's a screen in front of you. And if
Yeah.
you could see that key event on that screen, what would you be looking at, Renate?
Somebody killed me, choking me.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's a woman on that screen.
Yeah.
All right. And if it's more comfortable, put it further away. Yeah.
Mm.
Put the screen as far as you wish away from you to keep you feeling comfortable now. Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to call her on that screen. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
All right. You
Mm.
can make the screen smaller as well if you want.
Mm. Yeah.
All right. Do you feel comfortable enough to work with that?
Yeah. That's okay.
All right. What do you
Mm.
guess is emotionally going on for her? Just have a guess.
Uh,
No need to go into it. Just guess clean off the top of your mind.
Panic.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's tap for that to start off with. So even though
Mm.
she feels so panicky
Even though she feels so panicky
because that happened,
because that happened,
I accept she feels that way.
I accept she feels that way.
And I am going to accept her
And I am going to accept her
and how she feels
and how she feels.
anyway.
Anyway,
So even though she feels so panicky
even though she feels so panicky
because that happened,
because that happened,
I accept she felt that way.
I accept she felt that way.
And I am going to accept her
And I am going to accept her
and how she feels
and how she feels.
anyway.
Anyway,
So even though she feels so panicky
even though she feels so panicky
because that happened,
because that happened,
I accept she feels that.
I accept she feels that.
And I am going to accept her
And I am going to accept her
and how she feels
and how she feels.
anyway.
Anyway,
On the eyebrow, she just feels so panicky
She just feels so panicky.
This panicky feeling
This panicky feeling
that she feels.
that she feels.
She just feels so panicky.
She just feels so panicky.
This panicky feeling
This panicky feeling
because that happened.
because that happened.
This panicky feeling.
This panicky feeling.
Breathe in and breathe out. Tap on the side of the hand. And as you do that, have a look now at that screen and tell me what you now see on that screen.
She feels a little bit afraid. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I feel she's in a small room. Yeah, I feel she's in a small room, and somebody tries to take her neck. Yeah,
All
and
right.
she feels afraid.
Now, before she
Mo
felt panicky, is that a different feeling slightly than what it is
yeah,
before?
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
Let's tap for that then. Yeah. Remember, you can put the screen as far away from you as you like. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So even though she feels a little bit afraid
Even though she feels a little bit afraid
because she's in that small room,
because she's in that small room,
I accept she feels that,
I accept she feels that,
and I am going to accept her
and I am going to accept her
and how she feels
and how she feels
anyway.
anyway.
So even though she feels a little bit afraid
Even though she feels a little bit afraid
because she's in that small room,
because she's in that small room,
I accept she feels that,
I accept she feels that,
and I am going to accept her
and I am going to accept her
and how she feels.
and how she feels.
On the eyebrow, she feels a little bit afraid
She feels a little bit afraid
because that happened,
because that happened,
because she's in that small room.
because she's in that small room.
She feels a little bit afraid
She feels a little bit afraid
because she's in that small room.
because she's in that small room,
Collarbone, and that happened.
and that happened.
She feels a little bit afraid.
She feels a little bit afraid.
Breathe in and breathe out. By the way, everyone else should tap in the background if you're watching. Yeah, so tap, please. Yeah. All right.
Mm.
Now, Renate, tap on the side of the hand.
Yeah.
Have a look now. How does it now look on that screen? How does she look?
Um, she's still, she feels uncomfortable.
Hmm.
Yeah, but not panic, and not that afraid, but uncomfortable. Yeah,
Because.
she's not really safe yet, I feel. Yeah,
Mhm. All
yeah,
right. So
yeah.
even though
So even though
she feels uncomfortable
she feels uncomfortable
because she doesn't feel safe,
because she doesn't feel safe,
I accept she feels that way.
I accept she feels that way,
And I am going to accept her
and I am going to accept her
and how she feels
and how she feels
anyway.
anyway.
So even though
So even though
she feels a little bit uncomfortable
she feels a little bit uncomfortable
because she doesn't feel safe,
because she doesn't feel safe,
I accept she feels that.
I accept she feels that,
And I am going to accept her
and I am going to accept her
and how she feels
and how she feels
anyway.
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, she feels a little bit uncomfortable
She feels a little bit uncomfortable
because she doesn't feel safe.
because she doesn't feel safe.
Side of the eye, she feels a little bit uncomfortable.
She feels a little bit uncomfortable
Under the eye, because she doesn't feel safe.
because she doesn't feel safe.
Under the nose, she feels a little bit uncomfortable.
She feels a little bit uncomfortable
On the chin, because she doesn't feel safe.
because she doesn't feel safe.
On the collarbone, she feels a little bit uncomfortable.
She feels a little bit uncomfortable
Under the arm, because she doesn't feel safe.
because she doesn't feel safe.
Breathe in and breathe out. And I just ask if everyone can just check whether you're all muted. If you're not muted, can you put the mute on? Because I'm hearing a little bit of echo. Yeah. Uh, you're getting some good movement in there,
Yeah,
Renate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I do.
even though
Yeah.
you're up
Yeah.
at the crack of dawn here, yeah? So what I want you to
Yeah.
do is have tap on the side of the hand and have a sense of looking at that screen. Tell me, how does she now look to you?
I think she looks more calm. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. No panicking or afraid or uh, not safe. I feel maybe she's more calm. That's the only word
Yeah. So
yeah,
she's
that
looking
pops in.
visually more calm. Yeah. Now we
Yeah.
want to have a little chat with her because I want to just check certain things so we can get some information from her. Yeah.
Mm.
If you could speak with her, yeah,
Yeah.
ask what do we need to heal for her in order for her to feel safe and comfortable? Do we need to heal for her?
Um, I think maybe that she has control, that nobody can touch her.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So therefore, we assume that she didn't feel in control and she felt that, people could touch her. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah,
Mm.
even though
Even though
he didn't feel in control,
she didn't feel in control,
I accept she felt that way.
I accept she felt that way,
And I am going to accept her
and I am going to accept her
and how she feels
and how she feels
anyway.
anyway.
So even though she didn't feel in control,
So even though she didn't feel in control,
because they could touch her,
because they could touch her,
at least it felt that way.
at least it felt that way.
I accept she felt that.
I accept she felt that.
So even though she didn't feel in control,
So even though she didn't feel in control,
yeah, because they could touch her,
yeah, because they could touch her,
at least it felt that way.
at least it felt that way.
I accept she felt that.
I accept she felt that.
On the eyebrow, she didn't feel in control.
She didn't feel in control.
Yeah, she felt that they could touch her. Mhm.
She felt that they could touch her.
Yeah, she didn't feel in control.
She didn't feel in control.
Under the nose, she felt that they could touch her.
She felt that they could touch her.
On the chin, she didn't feel in control.
She didn't feel in control.
On the collarbone, she felt that they could touch her.
She felt that they could touch her.
Under the arm, she didn't feel in control.
She didn't feel in control.
Breathe in and breathe out. Tap on the side of the hand and have a look now. What you now see on that screen. How does she look to you?
I think she looked okay. Yeah, not
All right.
afraid and um, okay. Yeah, yeah, I think so. More
All right.
calm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. And
Mm-hmm.
just we're coming, just hold that screen for a moment, pause it, yeah, for a
Mm-hmm.
moment, yeah. And I want you to come back to the current problem that you have, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to think about that for a moment and check what happens now when you come back to that current problem. Still something there, yeah?
A little bit, not as much, but a little bit. I don't like it when it tightens, but
Yeah.
maybe 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 a four.
All
Yeah,
right. Mhm.
yeah.
All right. So go back. Yeah. Let's go
Mm-hmm.
back and have a sense. Come back to that screen. Mhm.
Yeah.
And how does she look now to you? Mhm.
Maybe it's still some scar after the choking, but not panicky. Not so afraid, but maybe
What stops her leaving, by the way?
mm, yeah, that's a very good question. Yeah. That's a really good question. Maybe she felt that she had to stay.
Because,
Maybe to make me safe. I don't know. Yeah.
all right.
Uh,
No,
yeah.
she's there. What stops her leaving? Ask her, what stops her leaving?
Uh, that she needs to tell me that she's okay. Yeah,
That she need, so she's not leaving that situation she's in. Yeah. What stops her
yeah.
leaving that situation?
She didn't know that she could go.
All right.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. All
yeah.
right. So even though she didn't know she could go,
So even though she didn't know that she could go,
so she had to stay there.
so she had to stay there.
At least it felt that way.
At least it felt that way.
Except she
Oh,
feels that.
yeah, I accept she feels that.
So even though she didn't know she could go,
So even though she didn't know she could go,
she thought she just had to stay there
she thought she just had to stay there.
and accept that.
And I accept that.
Yeah, at least it felt that way.
Yeah, at least it felt that way.
So even though she didn't know she could go,
So even though she didn't know she could go,
she thought she just had to accept that.
she thought she just had to accept that.
Except she felt that way.
I accept she felt that way.
But what if it's okay now
But what is if it's okay now
to change that?
to change that?
She might not have had a choice then.
She might not have a choice then.
But what if she does now?
But what if she does now?
What if she does?
What if she does?
Because what if she doesn't have to stay?
Because what if she doesn't have to stay?
What if it's her choice?
What if it's her choice?
She can stay.
She can stay.
What if she doesn't have to stay?
But what if she doesn't have to stay?
Because what if she does have a choice now?
Because what if she does have a choice now?
What if she does?
What if she does?
And what if she might just be pleasantly surprised
And what if she might just be pleasantly surprised
at how things can begin to change?
on how things can begin to change?
Breathe in and breathe out. Tap on the side of the hand and have a look at her now. How does she now look to you?
Now she's not there. Yeah.
Right?
And I don't feel anything in my throat.
All
Something
right.
happened when we did the karate punkt
Mm,
first, and then it just dropped. I didn't feel choking anymore.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very fascinating because I didn't feel any choking anymore.
Yeah.
Because I've always had trouble with this area.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
and I
does that
don't
feel totally different now?
totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm. All
a-
right.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah. Because it's an interesting thing, isn't it? No matter she's in this uncomfortable thing, and my thoughts were, well, why didn't she leave? What's stopping her from leaving? You know?
yeah, 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 yeah. It changed everything. Uh, when you said that, it's something happened. I just
Yeah.
this feeling just went away.
All right.
Yeah,
And what we're looking at is so it's a difference with that. And because previously she had that problem, what did
yeah,
she think it meant about life? Life is what? So we're looking at beliefs now. Life is what? Mhm.
yeah. Did you ask me the question?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
yeah,
because previously she had the problem and she couldn't leave. What did she
yeah.
think it meant about life? Life is what?
I really do you think the girl I saw, yeah,
Mhm.
that was the question, what she
Yeah,
was thinking about what life was.
yeah.
Uh, she was thinking that life was maybe her time of death meant so much to her that she didn't move on, maybe.
All right.
It was so traumatizing. I don't know. But now
All
she
right.
could go away. Yeah,
Yeah. So because
yeah,
that happened,
yeah. So because that happened,
she thought she couldn't move on.
she thought she couldn't move on. Yeah.
At least it felt that way.
Yeah, at least it felt that way. Yeah.
But what if she can?
But what if she can?
What if she can?
What if she can?
So because that happened,
So because that happened,
she thought she couldn't move on.
she thought she couldn't move on.
But what if she can?
But what if she can?
What if she can?
What if she can?
So because that happened,
So because that happened,
she thought she couldn't move on.
she thought she couldn't move on.
But what if she can?
But what if she can?
What if she can?
What if she can?
Yeah, yeah, because that happened.
Yeah, because that happened.
She thought she couldn't move on.
She thought she couldn't move on.
But what if she can?
But what if she can?
What if she can?
What if she can?
And what if she might just be pleasantly surprised?
And what if she might just be pleasantly surprised?
Yeah, or how
Yep,
good she can begin to feel.
of how good she can begin to feel.
Yeah, yeah, and that's okay.
Yep, that's okay.
Breathe in and breathe out. And now what's happening for you?
I feel very calm and more warm.
Hmm.
And yeah, because I was very cold before we started. Now I feel much warmer,
Hmm.
uh, and calm and no problems and no mm, pricking, the feeling here. It feels just calm
Yep.
and warm.
And,
Yeah.
and so I was looking at kind of a generalized belief there, but equally we can have beliefs about, because things happen to us in life, we have formed belief about who we are. Yeah. Who
Mm,
we are. I am. Yeah. And they have
mm,
a big influence on us. And I want to make sure there's no legacy of negative
yeah.
identity level belief left from that. So
Yeah.
have a sense of asking her. She's doing really well on these questions.
Yeah.
Have a sense of asking her, because that happened, the bad thing happened. Yeah. What does it mean about who she was, who she is? Yeah. What did she think it meant about that, who she is? She is what?
Um, that maybe she didn't have control, that she
Hmm.
let somebody get so near that she lost control. Yeah.
So she is someone who isn't in control.
Maybe she was afraid. Maybe she felt that that was the reason why somebody choked her because she didn't have the control. Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
So what if I was to put that into a belief? I'm not in control. I'm a person who's not in control. Is that it?
yeah, maybe. I
All
think
right.
that when I ask her, that's what what I get. Yeah,
Yeah. So because that happened,
yeah, because that happened.
she might have thought
She might have thought
that that meant she wasn't in control.
that meant she wasn't in control.
At least she felt that way.
At least she felt that way.
But that was then.
But that was then.
This is now.
This is now.
What if she is in control?
What if she is in control?
Might have not been in control then.
Mine not been in control then.
But what if she can be now?
But what if she can be now?
What if she can be now?
What if she can be now?
So because that happened,
So because that happened,
she might have thought
she might have thought
that that meant she wasn't in control.
that meant she wasn't in control.
But what if it's okay now
But what if it's okay now
to let go of that belief?
to let go of that belief?
What if she can be in control?
What if she can be in control?
And what if that's okay?
What if that's okay?
Yeah, because that happened.
Yeah, because that happened.
She might have thought that meant she wasn't in control,
She might have thought that she was not in control,
but she didn't have control.
that she didn't have control.
But that was then.
But that was then.
This is now.
This is now.
What if it's okay now
What if it's okay now
to be in control,
to be in control,
to feel in control?
to feel in control?
What if it is?
What if it is?
So what if it's okay
So what if it's okay
to be in control?
to be in control?
Breathe in and breathe out. How do you feel now, Renata?
I feel calm, warm, and in control. Yeah, that I'm totally in control and no feelings here. And yeah, I feel good. I feel really good.
Yeah.
And the warmth in my body because I was so cold, I had to pick up some blankets, but I now feel warm all the way down to my tippy toes, yeah, and my hands. So yeah.
Mhm. All
I
right,
feel,
and I like that because
yeah,
once you come into this session, you were yawning away in the background, and I could see a look on your face as well.
yeah,
So I was thinking to myself, should I actually tap directly on you for a little bit because I wasn't sensing that you felt totally safe when you came in. There was something
yeah,
there, yeah, yeah.
mm,
All right,
yeah,
and
mm,
but I chose to work on the screen piece and to begin to shift that.
mm.
But are you okay to finish at this point?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I do
All
feel
right.
very good and calm and yeah,
Yeah.
very
And
good.
thank you for that. Was that kind of a gentleish way to work with this?
Very. And you are so amazing, Tanya. You are yeah, it's an honor to be a student with you because you are so good. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that lovely compliment.
Mm,
Used to be
mm,
I never could take a compliment, but now I've learned to take them. But thank you
yeah.
very much for those lovely words. And thank
Yeah.
you for the pleasure of working with yourself, Renata, there.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to unspotlight you and unspotlight me and if people want to ask questions of either one of us, yeah, we'll let them do that. Yeah. Mhm.